Hello everyone. Today we'll be doing another Minecraft Talks about nuclear power. Now, this Minecraft Talks will be a little different than the previous ones, mainly due to the fact that the previous ones were voiced over. I did all the voice recordings after the Minecraft footage, but this one is just the straight Minecraft footage. It's not a voiceover, because I thought it'd be really fun to do the one on nuclear power, my video on nuclear power, and actually build a fission reactor in the Minecraft video, because there's this awesome mod called Mechanism Generators, and I personally believe that it is accurate enough to be good for this video. Some of the reasons I think it's accurate enough for these videos, or this video, is because this reactor, in particular the fission reactor, does not produce power. It takes in a nuclear fuel source, which for us is going to be fissile fuel, and I'll show you that process in a second to get the fissile fuel. And it takes a coolant, because you don't want the reactor to explode, and it produces nuclear waste and, well, the hot version of whatever the coolant you used was. In our case, that coolant is going to be water, so it's going to be turned into steam. And, yeah, it'll be really fun. So, the reason, and this is, I'm quite positive, pretty true in real life as well, these reactors do not produce power by themselves. What they do is they use the coolant, which, water, turn that into steam, and use a steam turbine to produce the power, which, that's what these other blocks are for. We'll be making a steam turbine as well, and I don't know how true it is in real life, but in here we can use the steam turbine and process the steam back into water, so then you can just pump it straight back into the reactor, and you have, besides the nuclear fuel itself, there we go, the nuclear fuel itself, a completely closed off system. I should be taking one of these. We'll put this one right there. I want an output on the front. The output on the front is going to be for our waste barrel. I do not know what the waste barrel consists of. It's probably this. Mechanism has a whole bunch of different pipe systems, and sometimes it's really hard to tell which type of pipe you need to use where. Because this one's for gases, but I don't know if it's a... See, it might be a liquid. I don't think it's a liquid. I think it's a gas. Okay. Now let me show you this process. So yeah, we got this fissile fuel, which is an annoying system to set up over here. But we take sulfur dust, turn it into sulfur dioxide. We take water, split it into hydrogen and oxygen. Take the oxygen with the sulfur dioxide, make sulfur trioxide. We take that trioxide with some water vapor that we get from over here, and make sulfuric acid. Combine that with fluorite to make hydrofluoric acid. Then we take uranium, like enrich it pretty much, oxidize that into uranium oxide. Combine the hydrofluoric acid and the uranium oxide into uranium hexafluoride, and then we just I don't know what the isotope centrifuge is supposed to represent, but we turn that into the fissile fuel. And if you could tell, all of these machines are backed up right now. So, I may say we have a million millibuckets of fuel, but we actually have so much more sitting just backed up into the system. But, besides that, what we'll need to do is we'll need to import water into this, which we'll do right here. And the way I'm going to be importing water into the system, super easy. There's, luckily in this mod pack, there's a thing called a sink. It's just an infinite source of water. I'm gonna do this. And yep, they'll be filling up our thing, which can hold a lot of water. I mean, a lot of water. You can see it's not even close to being filled yet. But after we fill this thing up, we'll let it fill up the steam turbine with steam as well. And then we'll just remove that sink, because after it becomes a closed system, there doesn't need any more water in it. I guess we could technically leave the sink hooked up, make sure it always has coolant in it, but I don't know. We'll see what we want to do. Now we can add in the fuel. That might not export off the top. It doesn't. Is it a liquid? I'm using it here. No, pressurized tube. No, it's a... I don't know. This thing is confusing. Oh, I'm looking at items. Hold up. Pause. There we go. And now this is filled with fissile fuel. Now this is not active, as you can see, because we're not going to turn this on for a second, because then it will just waste all the steam. But now we can go over here on the turbine. Now the turbine, I am sorry, because I will have to pull up an image on how to build it, because it is like a near perfect structure that you have to build. So if you give me 1 second. Okay. So yeah, it's a little weird. But it should be pretty much like this. So, just like the other one, we have to basically make this structure like a outline, a shell. And then we can go from there on how we want to do the rest of it. Okay. The top can actually be open. Yeah, some absolute genius. Figured out like the most efficient way to do this thing. Hold up. I don't think I made the saturating condensers. Whoopsie. We'll just make them real fast. I think I only need... Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see where I went wrong. I just didn't make them. I'm a goof. Need 16 of them, though. Unlike the reactor, this structure is a lot more complicated. I don't know if that's true for real life as well, but I mean, like, all that's doing is smashing two angry rocks together, you know? I'm pretty sure I do have to run a pipe down from here at some point. Right on the back there. Because I'm pretty sure to export the water, you have to export through one of the turbine vents. And actually, 3 of these don't need to be turbine vents, so we can just do those 3. And the next one down is another 3 that we don't need. But then like 1 extra. Yeah, some genius figured out like the most efficient way to do these structures, and we're gonna be following that just because I am no genius. This one. Oh no, I did that wrong. Did I do that wrong? Yes. Surrounded with these. I don't know, may have did that wrong still, but I don't really care. Okay. So, here down we got these. Which we can go ahead and put the fans on. Which is kind of cool. We want to have an import right there. That's going to be an export for the power it generates. And then we can just fill this up with glass. I did not make that much glass. I feel like this is about to be an awkward mix of... Yeah, I definitely... Oh! I've definitely done something wrong. But I don't know what that thing is. But I do know this doesn't need to be turbine vents, these need to be pressure dispersers. So I think I need more turbine casing, which is fine. Doesn't really bother me. We'll also get more of the glass, because I think the glass looks cool. Nope, that's not the right glass. Oh. This is the glass you can use for it. I don't know how much I need. I just know I need it. Yay! Okay, that's so good that actually didn't break. So we're gonna need all three of these types of pipes. We don't need to go up that high. We only need to go up to there. And this is going to be brought all the way back around to the water input. There. Yeah, that's I actually don't know. It's like 20,000 buckets of water. If you know Minecraft numbers, that is. And we're going to bring this down. This is going to be the energy cable with our buffer. And then the buffer is going to go out into that. Side note, this is a really fun mod pack if y'all ever wanted to play a long and challenging mod pack. So that should be good. So we should be able to activate. And now, if this goes bad, just like in real life, if you do something wrong, it's gonna blow up. So while nuclear power, if it doesn't go wrong, is very safe. Once it goes wrong, it is quite an interesting process after that. We're not getting any steam through it. We're also not getting any steam. We are getting steam backed up. Oh, I don't know how to get that out of there then. Nope, that's a wrong cable. This is odd. Why am I not getting any steam out of this? We will pause this and be right back once I figure it out. Sorry about that, but we are back. I got it working. I didn't realize you had to set these reactor ports to certain things, but got it working. Got steam going in here. It's producing a lot of power, and it'll produce a lot more power once the steam fills all the way up. Currently, it's producing 22,000 FE, which I don't know what you would consider that in Minecraft or into real life terms, but I do know that nuclear power does considerably have a lot more potential when it comes to power input. But there we go. That's our nuclear reactor burning the fissile fuel and using the coolant to make waste, which is a way you can process down, but I won't be doing that right now. Turning the steam into power, and then turning that steam back into water to fuel this reactor. The next one of these I want to do is going to be on the fusion reactor, which is a lot more complicated of a setup, so I just cannot do it right now. But fusion is a lot cooler form of nuclear power, and to my knowledge about real life, we've recently been getting closer and closer to actually being able to do it. For a long time, it was just like, oh, it's always 10 years away, but I think it was a year or two ago now, we finally did it for the first time successfully, where we had more output energy than input energy, and it's great. But besides that, thank y'all so much for watching. And if you enjoy these Minecraft talks, please suggest ideas for what you want me to talk about. I've been thinking about bringing some people on with me just to have random discussions, but I'm not really quite sure on if I want to do that or how I want to do that yet. But if you have any ideas, please let me know. And if you enjoyed, do all the YouTube stuff. And if you don't want to do that, I don't care. I'm not going to pay attention to it.